The Volvo Ocean Race teams are now in France, preparing for the final stretch of the race from Lorient to Galway Island that begins on July the 1st. The eighth leg of the race was short but brutal. Viewers Carolyn has this recap.
The Volvo Ocean Race teams departed Lisbon on June 10th, less than 2,000 nautical miles away from Lorient, France. After 7 months of racing, 4 boats were still in the running to win the overall race. The fleet was lulled into a false sense of security as they enjoyed calm seas with drift conditions in the Azores. The teams compressed to within 10 nautical miles as they tacked around São Miguel Island, led by Telefonica, Groupama, and Puma. The group raced into a gale-force low-pressure system in the North Atlantic, reaching speeds in the 20s, pushing their vessels to the limit in violent winds of more than 40 knots. Former overall race leader Telefonica lost it all when their starboard rudder broke on June 14th. The Spanish team lost 11 nautical miles and dropped from 1st to 4th place. Within hours, the defiant crew surged back to the lead before their replacement rudder was damaged too, damaging their hopes for victory. Just 48 hours from completing the 8th leg, Groupama suffered a jammed mainsail that took 2 hours to repair, and the French team lost 20 miles to the fleet. With Telefonica in survival mode and no threat to the lead, Groupama capitalized to complete a heroic comeback to realize their dream homecoming to France and strengthen their grip on their overall standings. Frank Camas and his team were cheered by thousands of fans on the Brittany coast after crossing the Leg 8 finish line at their home port of Lorient on June 15th, with an elapsed time of 4 days, 23 hours, and 31 minutes.
We're super happy of having won. Of course, we dreamed of winning from the beginning, and we arrived in a good position. We had a super leg. It was very complicated. We had a last night that was terrible, but we never gave up. But all tried their best. It wasn't obvious. Each had problems during the world race. No one escaped, and unfortunately for them, the cost is heavy.
The camper team completed the leg in 2nd place.
This was a massive leg in all sorts of ways. Like I was only just thinking last night just how many things could have gone wrong, and to get here unscathed like we have and in 2nd is really good.
Puma came in 3rd and Abu Dhabi 4th, all within the space of 3 hours. Groupama earned 30 points and are the overall race leaders, finishing 23 points ahead of American Puma, which moved into 2nd place in the overall standings.
I give them credit for taking advantage of one little mess up that we made, and it was hard. Everybody talks about these easy 5-day legs. I think they're harder because you never sleep. You can't get in a rhythm. It's a hard leg. So, I hope I'm wrong, but I have a feeling we've seen the opportunity to win this race really start to slip away. That's a big 10 points. That's a big 10 points that they just amassed over us. And I assume we're 2nd place now with Telefonica's problem. So, good for them. Good for Groupama. They keep sailing fast and smart, and that's a deadly combination.
The camper team is only 5 points behind, even with Telefonica, with only the final stretch to Galway, Ireland left. Groupama is in a strong position to claim overall victory in the Volvo Ocean Race. Carolyn Turner, VOA News.